My school sent me an email telling me that if I don't complete my tuition at a particular date, they would report us to IRCC and we would leave the country. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't remember how to do my intro again. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Agoziem here again. If this is your first time of seeing my face, my name is Chiagoziem Ezigwe. I'm an international student living in Canada. I'm a nursing student. I live in the province of Alberta. On this channel, I share content about moving to Canada, life as an international student, how to settle in smoothly as an international student, as well as a PR here in Canada. And any other thing on the side I feel might benefit my viewers, I share on my channel. If you are new on this channel, let me tell you something. Subscribe. Subscribe, okay? And let me tell you another thing. You will not regret it. Because on here, I share things in detail, okay? So subscribe, okay? Subscribe. It's free. Don't even be scared. Don't be scared. Just click on that subscribe button, okay? You will not regret it. Welcome guys. Where do I even start from? Guys, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Let me start from scratch. 2024 started really nice for me. I felt so motivated. Yeah, I had my goals, I had my plans, school-wise, YouTube-wise. Things were going well. Then school started. This semester is my winter term. This semester I had 3 courses. 2 out of these 3 courses were very, very heavy. Juggling work and school. If you don't already know, I work part-time. Juggling work and school was heavy. Before the year started, I was like, okay, January I pay my tuition, I start school and blah 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 blah. So the year started, tuition came, but it wasn't complete. And at that time I was running out of time, and at that time too, I'm Nigerian. Naira was depreciating so quick. My family pays my money from Naira to dollars. So if you understand what that means, you know that it's a lot to deal with. At the time I was waiting for the tuition to come in, the complete tuition to come in, Naira was depreciating. I was going to school and I was also working. My school sent me an email telling me that if I don't complete my tuition at a particular date, I will not be able to have access to my classes, to my courses, to my course, anything about my classes. I will not be able to have access to them. If you don't already know, you submit your assignments online. Your PowerPoints are on a particular platform where you have access to it. You have everything, you have access to submit your assignment, to write your exam. You have to log into your profile. So if that means if I don't pay my tuition before that particular date, I may not be able to write that exam. And what it means that if I'm not able to write that exam, that means I'm going to have an extra semester or an extra year. And that extra year, I will still have to pay for it. Do you guys understand where I'm heading? So that was the whole situation going on. So the day they told me that I was supposed to complete the tuition, I was expecting my family was going to send me money for me to complete it. Then with the way Naira was depreciating so fast, so any money that came in Naira wise was more like, it didn't really make any sense, because by the time I convert from Naira to Canadian dollars, the money was like dust. It was like paper, like it was useless. Okay, so I was going through depression, I was going through fear, and I was preparing for my exam. So YouTube was the last thing on my mind. YouTube was the last thing for me to say, oh, I'm going on YouTube to film content, or I'm coming on Instagram to drop a post, because I don't want to come on camera looking sad, because nobody wants to watch a sad person. So I was going through that depression. I was devastated, preparing for my exam, and also having in mind that Agoziem and failure cannot be in the same sentence. I was trying to finish paying tuition. I was reading for an exam. I was still going to work. to still put in my very best. All these things were happening at once. I was depressed every single day in January. I was praying, God, let January finish. When you don't pay your tuition, that is the first email school sends to you, that if you don't finish paying your tuition, they are going to kick you out of your classes. The next email you're going to get is that, especially as an international student, is that if you don't pay your tuition till the end, they'll give you another timeline. If you don't pay your tuition before this timeline, you will be reported to IRCC. And if you don't know, if you get reported to IRCC that you cannot pay your tuition, you know what that means? What that means is that, first of all, school is going to withdraw you from this program. Second of all, you will not be able to apply for a postgraduate work permit. Thirdly, IRCC can order you to leave the country. And what that means is that you just on Jaba, like you Jaba, and you now on Jaba, like you now go back to your country. So all these things were the fears I was going through, all the things I was going through my mind, and the whole thing I was just dealing with it and all that. Okay, so the major fear was them withdrawing me from the program, and how what was remaining for the tuition was less than 1,000 Canadian dollars, and they don't really care whether it is 2 cents remaining. If you don't complete it, you will be withdrawn, you will be kicked out of the program. I'm like, I've come this far, I'm not going back. I've come this far in this program, I've worked my ass off, I've worked so hard, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so fear, depression, devastation, I was going through all that stuff. And one day luck shined on me and I completed my school fees. So that fear affected my performance on that exam. One of my major fears was being kicked out of the program, because I've come this far, I don't want to go back, no going back. I've worked my ass off from coming 1 month late for my program to doing so good in the program, and next thing I'm hearing, oh, they want to kick you out of the program because of how much that was remaining. Okay, so that really scared me. A friend of mine had that encounter in one of our semesters in our first year. She's also an international student. She was like, the next email that they would send to us if we don't meet with the second timeline is that they would report us to IRCC and would leave the country. I was like, I don't want to get to that point. I don't want to get to that point. And I did not tell any member of my family until after my tuition was paid, because I didn't want anybody to panic. Already I was panicking, I was depressed. So I didn't want to pass on that depression to other people, because they were also trying their best to meet up with the demands of the school. Now I can talk about this and smile. Then it was not funny. In the midst of these whole things happening, I was preparing for an exam. I was going to work, I was going to school every single day. So YouTube was the last thing on my mind. Instagram was the last thing on my mind. I was going through hell. My health declined, mental health declined, financially, boom, 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 everything, boom, 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 everything just went down. So I didn't want to show my face on this YouTube side, because I don't want to gather sympathy, I don't want to gather pity, I don't want to gather anything. I just wanted to just crawl out of that space before I can come here and show you guys my beautiful face again. So that was what happened at that time. It wasn't easy for me. It was really, really hard. It was very, very hard. When I mean, that was the most difficult time of my life in this country. So guys, after the tuition part ended, now the semester was semestering. Exams back to back to back to back to back. Before I continue, please, if you want to come into nursing and reading is not your thing, what? Abort mission. What did I say? Abort mission. You write papers, research papers, You would write assignments. Setting up my camera to film was just the last thing on my mind. I told myself, when I finish this semester, when I'm done with my exams, I will try and crawl back and beg you guys to forgive me for being away for so long. I hope you guys forgive me. My mental health is way better. I'm in a better space, and my mental health is way better, and I'm okay right now, doing good. I started my clinical already. Videos are going to come. I'm just going to carry you guys along as I've always wanted to. I want to be very present on YouTube, do my thing, share my life with you guys, tell you guys all the amazing things happening, and tell you guys the things that not amazing that have been happening. Okay, before I go, I have an advice for prospective international students, for future international students coming to Canada or going to any country at all. My advice to you is that if you are planning to relocate, if you are planning to come to Canada or any country at all, and your money is in Naira, please, should I kneel down? Please try as much as possible to convert your money to dollars. Try as much as possible to move all your money to dollars. I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't have any tips on how you can do it. I have never done that. But if you can buy dollars and convert your money to dollars. Why I'm saying this is because before I came to this program, we had a plan. My sponsor and I, my family and I, we had a plan. My tuition for these 2 years is roughly 47,000 Canadian dollars. Minus books and other, just tuition, okay? Minus books and other things. We had a plan on how the tuition was going to be paid. But the money was in Naira, okay? The money was in Naira. And what happens to Naira? Naira depreciates really, really fast. So if we had the money in dollars, it's not depreciating. It's the same now, tomorrow, yesterday, and forevermore. It is the same. Unlike Naira that is very, very unstable, please convert your Naira, or if your local currency depreciates very fast, or if it has little to no value, move it to a currency that has a high value. Even when you move your low currency, or your local currency that has little or no value, to a higher currency, you have in mind that this is how much I am short. If it means you working, if you're going to take a loan or whatever way you plan to complete that money, try to complete it. Or even if you don't complete it, just don't leave a bulk money in Naira. That is what I'm trying to say. That is where I'm headed. Because that money is going to lose so much value that when you need it, it would amount to nothing. Don't put yourself in a very tight corner. My situation, what was remaining for me to complete that tuition was $8,000. In your own case, it might be $5,000. It might be $6,000. It might even be $500. You never know how much it might be. Tell your sponsor, convert this money to dollars. I've said this so many times. Convert your money to dollars. The worst thing that can ever happen to you in this country, see, two things. One is being homeless. Two is not having tuition. One is being homeless. Two is not having tuition. You can survive without food. But if you don't have a roof over your head, and if you don't have tuition, you'll be depressed. I'm sorry, you would be very, very depressed. I've been in that situation. I'm saying this so that you will never be in that situation. If your money is in Naira right now and you're planning to come to Canada, please convert it to dollars. That's all I have to say. Okay, guys, I think I've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment, tell me welcome. If you missed me, I missed you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys on another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys are going to see more of me. I'm going to do more videos. If you have any suggestion, video suggestion, anything you would like me to talk about, just tell me. This video is unscripted. I hope I was able to pour my heart and share every single thing with you guys how it has been and why I've been away for this long. I'm going to catch you guys on another interesting video, okay? Take care of yourself and bye.